Hello, thank you so much for tuning in to this series of videos on AI tools for programmers. So to introduce the course, we're going to be talking about some AI tools for programmers. These AI tools have so many applications, whether it's creating digital assets like art and short films or movies or 3D animation. They could also be used for creative writing purposes, technical writing purposes, search engine optimization, all sorts of things. AI has tons and tons of practical applications. Specifically, we're going to be talking about using AI tools as programmers and some of the most popular tools available on the market, giving hands-on practical demonstrations of what they are, how to get started with them, and how to use those products in various scenarios. Some of the products that we will be talking about will include the so dominant right now ChatGPT. That was released late last year, 2022, to the public, and it was one of the fastest growing web applications ever at the time, and it really has changed the game in terms of practical uses of AI and programming and other applications. ChatGPT is an amazing product. Before that came GitHub Copilot, which we'll also be exploring together. I loved GitHub Copilot. I felt very privileged to have been included in one of the early beta tests of GitHub Copilot. And at the time, I would still very much describe myself as maybe a junior to mid-level developer. And having that GitHub Copilot available right there inside of my VS Code just felt so empowering. It was so great. Did not have to struggle with the syntax so much anymore, where I'm missing like one little curly or one semicolon or something like that, and the whole code's falling apart. GitHub Copilot really made a difference whenever it came to just empowering you and making you a better, more efficient programmer. We're also going to be exploring some other tools such as TabNine, which is very similar to GitHub Copilot, except it's been around a lot longer. I'd probably describe TabNine as an evolutionary stopgap somewhere between our VS Code IntelliSense that could kind of tell you what your objects were and all the different methods that were available to you, and the GitHub Copilot that came along later with some really great suggestions. TabNine's been around for years, a lot longer than GitHub Copilot or ChatGPT. Therefore, it does have some pretty good traction. However, it's not as sophisticated as those tools, and you'll be able to see some examples later on whenever we get into the practical applications of these tools. And then we'll also be exploring SourceGraph. And SourceGraph was a tool that I wasn't too familiar with before I got into creating this content that we'll be sharing today, but by the end of it, I have fallen in love with it, and I can promise you that I'm going to be using SourceGraph more in my projects every day after this. SourceGraph is amazing at reading the entire code base, so it has really good context for the types of programming solutions that you're requiring, as well as the style and the other and the other functions that aren't maybe necessarily and immediately available inside the file that you might be working. SourceGraph does a good job of exploring the entire repo, as well as other open source repositories that are available to it. I really liked it. So that being said, let's get started with learning all of these tools: ChatGPT, GitHub Copilot, TabNine, as well as SourceGraph. For each and every one of those tools, at the very first, I'm going to be giving a high-level overview of the software and what it entails, what it specializes in, as well as sharing some useful links that I found while researching these products. After that, we'll be doing a video that's very practical and hands-on on how to get started with these tools. Where do you go to log in? Do I have to create an account? Do I need an API key? Is there something to download and install? We'll be covering all of that in the second video. And then after that, we'll have at least 3 practical use cases for using that tool. For example, with ChatGPT, we'll be generating some components and some code. With GitHub Copilot, we'll be using to generate some starter data to work with. TabNine to do some unit testing, as well as SourceGraph to get some really good insights as well as smells into the code that already exists, before finally concluding and reviewing all of the topics that we learned. All that said, let's get started. Looking forward to working with you in the following videos. See you there. Thank you.